Child psychology has looked at this for a long time. Girls especially seem to suffer from dissatisfaction with their body image. Unfortunately, boys are catching up with that today too, in terms of unrealistic portrayal of men's bodies. But girls have been feeling, it seems like girls have been feeling it longer. We think most of that is due to the unrealistic portrayals of bodies in the media. So if you look at models from the 1950s to today, they're very, very different. Women in the 1950s, professional models, we would consider them quite plump by today's standards. So as time has gone on, the bodies have gotten less and less and less realistic over time. So as a lot of people know, Barbie has very unrealistic body proportions. So some people have done the research to show what she would look like, how tall she would be, how thin she would be. So Barbie is unrealistic by almost anybody's standards of beauty. And she has been very popular since the 1950s. I saw a statistic that literally girls typically have dozens of Barbies. The typical girl has dozens of Barbies in her possession at any time. So with that really unrealistic body image, there's been concern that Barbie has reinforced this at also a much younger age. Barbies are going to be popular with much younger children, say the younger school years. Girls aren't really going to be interested in fashion models probably till the preteen years or the teenage years. So some of these portrayals of unrealistic bodies are starting, from day one. Mm-hmm. And studies have shown that even young girls are dissatisfied with their bodies. Even if you talk to first or second grade girls, sometimes they will express that they're too heavy, that they ought to lose weight. Part of it is drawing attention to the fact that they are very unrealistic. So when children are given that knowledge that this is not the way real people look, that all of those photos have been retouched and changed, and you've probably seen some of the videos and so forth and the images that show that. So if children have that reinforced, I think they can start taking, especially as they become adolescents, they can take that knowledge and look at those images more critically. You or I know when we see a photo shoot, that's not really what those people look like in their everyday life. So by the time they're young adolescents, I think they have those critical thinking abilities that if they're armed with that knowledge, they'll know that this isn't real, and that nobody really looks like that. In terms of the new Barbies that have been developed, I think it's a great idea. Mm-hmm. Actually a little bit overdue, but I think it's a great idea. Other companies have made dolls of more diverse backgrounds for a long time, like the American Girl doll company comes to mind. But I think now that girls can pick out a Barbie that looks like them or reminds them of themselves, or maybe of their mother or their grandmother, somebody with a different skin color, a different hairstyle, or a different body shape. So I think it's great to have more choice as they go toy shopping. I think so much of it is, what the girls are learning is not just from looking at a plastic doll. It's the messages they're getting from their peers, and probably even most importantly, the messages that they're getting from their parents. So parents can talk to kids, beauty comes in all shapes and sizes and all colors, and hopefully those messages, which will be stronger than just playing with one inanimate doll, but the messages are getting around that doll. So hopefully we can counteract some potentially new negative effects.